All plant cuttings need rooting regulators, called auxins, to make roots. The plant itself produces these natural auxins in limited quantities within the leaves and meristems. When we take cuttings from the mother plant, the auxins are stored at the basal ends. Let us look inside a cutting. Natural auxins, produced by the plant, are translocated from the growing leaves and meristems to the basal end of the cutting. The auxins move from cell to cell by polar transport. Polar transport takes place in the xylem, phloem and other transport vessels in the shoots and stems. The plant makes use of natural transport proteins. These proteins allow the auxins to be taken into the top of the plant cell, move through the cell, and be released at the bottom of the cell. Cell by cell, the auxins are taken in by the underlying cells. This way, the plant transports the auxins downward. Polar transport of the auxins occurs at a speed of approximately 1 centimeter, or about half an inch per hour. The auxins accumulate in the basal ends of the cuttings. When the amount of auxins at the basal ends of the cuttings exceeds a boundary level, then the cells reprogram themselves. Afterwards, these cells become root cells. Usually, natural auxin production in the cuttings is not sufficient. Only occasional roots may form. Some cuttings may have delayed rooting or may not form any roots. Developing roots that are evenly spread out at the basal ends of the cuttings is important. Strong rooting systems assure quality plant development and health. When you supplement the natural auxins with a biosimulator of the natural auxins, as found in the Rhizopon products, consistent and uniform roots are achieved. Rapid and steady rooting occurs around the base of the cuttings. Therefore, it is easier to adjust the growing environment and to produce a healthy crop. Rhizopon provides you with auxins in many ready-to-use concentrations, as dry dip powders and as water-soluble tablets used to make rooting solutions. You make the rooting solution simply by counting tablets and mixing with water. For applications on different kinds of plants, to view and to download the Rhizopon rooting guide, and to get manuals for Rhizopon products, please visit our website www.rhizopon.com. Every grower has different needs. It is important that you do trials at your own growing facility so that you can find your optimum methods and concentrations. Rhizopon is glad to help you with your growing program so you best benefit from Rhizopon plant rooting products. Use Rhizopon for miraculous, fast plant rooting.